Hi there, we are back for another episode of Shadowbringers and we are doing the side quests of Rak'tika Greatwood here at X30.7 Y 20.2 Z 0.1 and we have to talk to Fina. Protectors of the Wood. And our reward will be a minion, the Great Serpent of Ronka. Fina would take another step to realizing her dream. Sweet. You could not have come a better time. Siyun and I have been given leave to explore beyond the borders of Ixmaya. As we know nothing of what lies past the borders of the Greatwood, I suggest she visit somewhere close to home, Slitherbow. For us to go alone would likely incite panic. In your company, however, they might be at ease. I apologize for this abrupt request, but we would be most grateful if you could introduce us to the people there. Then it is settled. We will await you at the Wild Feet near the entrance to Slitherbow. And this is... Okay, yes. If you know these two, would you mind? Why, we've been expecting you, sweet. Your coming was foretold in the Gospel of Quinford. The Great Serpent speaks to me once more of azure flowers, sacred temples, and secrets engraved on an ancient tablet. A calamity is upon us, friend, and our divine protector would see it averted once more. He was hell-bent on coming here and somehow dragged me along with him, though I wasn't exactly inclined to stay behind, seeing as how his visions have been right before. Do you know anything of this talk of visions and calamities? The calamity, yes, it can only be avoided with the guidance of the Great Serpent. Have you seen it? We do not know this Great Serpent, but if it is snakes you seek, you will find them along the banks of Mural Regret. Yes, it makes sense, it would be near the water. After all, it was at Lake Tusimekta that we first met. Oh, Great Serpent, your servant comes for you. Wait! It is not safe to go alone in these woods. I apologize for his unusual behavior. He means well. Perhaps, but such recklessness can prove fatal. Sweet, would you go and make sure they are safe? While you see to them, I will take this one to Fano. Okay. So, where do we have to go? Ah, there, okay. So. Aha, the Great Serpent is here. I am glad to see you are unharmed, Great Serpent. Is it there? Sweet. He refused to leave without that thing. I presume this is the Great Serpent he was looking for? Yes. I beseech you, give me a sign. What calamity would threaten the forest? We should return to Fano and consult Master Lanul. She will know how to handle this. Wait, oh great one, this ground is not fit for you to slither up and allow me to carry you. So, let's go to Fano. They bring with them 2 guests from Slitherbow. Very well, let us see what they have to say. This is the Great Serpent? Scream! A most fortuitous turn of events. This gift you speak of is not unknown to us, though it is rare a child of Fano born with such a gift would be appointed Keeper to Whispers. It would be most unwise to ignore this vision. Keeper of Whispers, yes, I rather like that title. He also spoke of a monstrous snake in the lake to the west. Perhaps he meant the legend of Losatl and its battle with the winged serpent. There are a number of tablets in the Great Pyramid of Axner which tell of such tales. The one we seek may be among them. However, only the Emperor or one of sufficient status may pass through those hallowed halls. As bearer of the Seal of Ronka, you have been granted leave to enter. If you would bring me the tablet, I can decipher its writings. Might I accompany here? Not inside, of course, but close enough to see the temples I have beheld in my visions. We can escort you, but you must not run off as you did before. Okay. Uh-huh. Ah, the first tablet. Though you cannot read its script, you see the image of a Namatsu is engraved on the tablet. Namatsu? Okay. This likely has nothing to do with the Great Serpent. So, start tablet. Though you cannot read its script, you see the image of a snake is engraved on the tablet. You tuck it away in your clothing for safekeeping. Okay. Ah, there's the other one. Though you cannot read its script, you see the image of a curl is engraved on the tablet. This likely has nothing to do with the Great Serpent. Speak with Kinford. So who's there? Oh, no, wrong. There. The tablet, you found it. Come, I would know what secrets it hides. Deliver the ancient stone tablet to Lemur. Ah. There. How did you fare in the Great Pyramid? Yes, this is indeed the tablet we were looking for. A moment while I pore over its writings. Thank you for your patience. I have finished deciphering the tablet and its contents were informative. By the Emperor's command, the stone giant Losatl did clash with the serpent. The battle raged for many days and many nights, and finally the ancient guardian stood triumphant. The three-threaded snake was sealed in an immense javel, its true name never to be uttered again. The years spent in slumber quelled its rage, and the seething ire it once exuded became a benign aura. Men came to worship the javel, and thus the great destroyer became the great protector of the wood. After the great sealing, the Emperor commanded his fiercest sentinels to the east to keep the guard of the great pyramid of Axner. To the west he sent his priests, who would watch over the slumbering serpent from the covered halls of Dwattel. Together they would protect the empire, and so did it thrive. Alas, in a strange twist of fate, the temple to the west would be submerged beneath the waters of Lake Tusimekta. Its priests throned. Lamenting their loss, the great protector thrashed and writhed within the great javel, stirring the power of the earth, causing the trees to grow ever thicker and greener. And the guards of the pyramid would become guardians of an ever-expanding forest. And the V's have remained here all this time, incredible. But Master Lenil, were they really protectors other than us in the Great Wood? I cannot say for certain, but this is not the first time I have read such claims in our ancient texts. Can you imagine it? 2 tribes protecting the whole of Rak'tika? Even assuming they existed, we would have no way to tracing their lineage. But I do not think these priests are who we were meant to find. For one who shares their gift and reverence for Ronka now stands before us. We would be honored to work alongside you in protecting Rak'tika and the ruins of Ronka. It would be an honor, but I fear I am not worthy of such a position. It is not a question of worthiness. It matters only that you are willing, and when the time comes, I intend to leave and search for our V sisters, who would join us. Perhaps this is the calamity my visions foretold. The plight of your people, the growing reality that Ronka's history may one day be lost to time. And the great serpent has chosen me to be your savior, and you keeper of whispers to protect and serve the Great Wood. Speaking of which, where did the snake go? It was here but a moment ago. Return to slumber, no doubt, but should the great serpent have need of us again, I will be here waiting, listening. If his head weren't in the clouds, he might notice. I don't suppose you'd be willing to take it with you before he comes to his senses. So long as it remains here, I'm afraid he'll be convinced a calamity looms around every corner. Scream. Go on, take it. If all that stuff about the Great Serpent is true, we'll still have his visions to warn us of danger. It would seem friends of Fëanor can be found closer to us than I dared hope. I will consult our chieftainess that we may formalize an alliance with Slitherwell. An alliance, yes! We will protect Rak'tika as they did in the days of the Empire. Villages of the east and west working together as one. So, okay. Complete. So, now we have this little worm. Let me see. But it's the Great Serpent of Ronka. Okay. Use. And Minion Guide. Where is it in? 3. Minion. The Great Serpent of Ronka. This creature, Kinford insists, is none other than the all-seeing, all-powerful Great Serpent of Ronka. Though its wobbly girth may deceive the eye, that is presumably a mere mark of the serpent's mercy, for its true form would be too terrible for mortal minds to comprehend. Behavior independent. Okay. Let's see what this thing can do. So, do something for me. Aha. It's jumping around. Is it all? So, okay, enough. So, that was it for now. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye!